So you just had a past life regression, and in that you experienced 2 lifetimes. So you said that the overall learning and higher lesson from both was, tell me in your own words.
Stop wasting my life.
Stop wasting.
Running away. Stop giving up.
Right. So stop wasting my life, stop running away, stop giving up. Even though I just experienced 2 past lifetimes.
I just experienced 2 past lifetimes.
Where I was running away.
Where I was running away.
I was giving up.
I was giving up.
And I experienced helplessness.
I experienced helplessness.
And loneliness.
And loneliness.
And guilt.
And guilt.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And this soul pattern that has been set up.
And this soul pattern that has been set up.
And I accept the higher learning and wisdom.
And I accept the higher learning and wisdom.
And I ask my guides and higher self.
And I ask my guides and higher self.
And all the multi-dimensional layers of my DNA.
And all the multi-dimensional layers of my DNA.
That it's my intention to process and release this pattern.
That is my intention to process and release this pattern.
I've already experienced 2 lifetimes of that.
I've already experienced 2 lifetimes of that.
When I lived on the border of Montana and Canada.
When I lived on the border of Montana and Canada.
And my wife and 2 kids died from an illness.
My wife and 2 kids died from an illness.
I was trying to get enough money to buy medicine.
I was trying to get enough money to buy medicine.
I didn't get sick.
And I didn't get sick.
All the guilt that I didn't get sick.
And all the guilt that I didn't get sick.
I was lucky I didn't get sick.
I was lucky I didn't get sick.
I tried the best I could to help them.
I tried the best I could to help them.
But maybe even if I got the medicine, they might have died.
But maybe even if I got the medicine, they might have died.
It was their soul contract.
It was their soul contract.
And my soul contract with them.
And my soul contract with them.
For me to learn my lesson.
For me to learn my lesson.
To release helplessness.
To release helplessness.
To release loneliness.
To release loneliness.
To not run away.
To not run away.
I accept myself and that lifetime.
I accept myself and that lifetime.
And all the higher learning and lessons.
And all the higher learning and lessons.
That are still relevant for me now.
That are still relevant for me now.
I choose to release the loneliness.
I choose to release the loneliness.
Running away doesn't help.
Running away doesn't help.
It only accentuates the helplessness.
It only accentuates the helplessness.
And I want to release the helplessness.
And I want to release the helplessness.
The powerlessness.
The powerlessness.
My wife and kids died.
My wife and kids died.
They got sick.
They got sick.
I couldn't help them.
And I couldn't help them.
It was their soul contract.
It was their soul contract.
That I made with them.
That I made with them.
They played their parts well.
They played their parts well.
So that I could learn my lesson.
So that I could learn my lesson.
The higher learning.
The higher learning.
Don't run away.
Don't run away.
Stop living a lonely life.
Stop living a lonely life.
It's time to release the helplessness.
It's time to release the helplessness.
Taking this message back in time.
Taking this message back in time.
Me now stepping back in time.
Me now stepping back in time.
To that me in the border of Montana and Canada.
To that me on the border of Montana and Canada.
Stepping in and letting that me back then know.
Stepping in, letting me back then know.
That I'm you from the future.
That I am you from the future.
And I'm here with a message for you.
And I'm here with with a message for you.
Your wife and kids have a soul agreement with you.
Your wife and kids have a soul agreement.
They are going to die. Keep processing it. But I'm here to let you know that their souls never die. Keep tapping. And I'm here to let you know that those kids are my parents in this present life. Tapping on him to release all his loneliness. Keep tapping on him
Tapping on him.
to release all his loneliness.
Yes.
Yep.
To release all of his loneliness.
Letting him connect with his guides.
Letting him connect with his guides.
Helping him to connect to his guides.
Helping him connect to his guides.
Letting him know that those souls that are his children
Letting him know that those souls that are his children
are his parents in this life.
Are his parents in this life.
And that our souls never die.
And that our souls never die.
And he's here in this life to learn that.
He's here in this life to learn that.
Helping him to connect to the souls of his children.
Helping him connect to the souls of his children.
Helping him to connect to the soul of his wife.
Helping him connect to the soul of his wife.
The soul of his wife that he may even meet in this life.
The soul of his wife that he may even meet in this life.
All souls keep connecting over many lifetimes.
All souls keep connecting over many lifetimes.
Especially family members.
Especially family members.
And I'm here to let him know.
And I'm here to let him know
that souls never die.
that souls never die.
Processing and releasing all of his sadness.
Processing and releasing all of his sadness.
Bringing him forward in time.
Bringing him forward in time.
Allowing him to meet the souls of his children.
Allowing him to meet the souls of his children.
That are now in my parents.
That are now in my parents.
Letting him feel their connection.
And letting him feel their connection.
Letting him know that their connection will never die.
And letting him know that that connection will never die.
Allowing him to learn the lesson.
Allowing him to learn the lesson.
There's no need to run away.
There's no need to run away.
There's no need to feel guilt.
There's no need to feel guilt.
Processing and releasing the loneliness.
Processing and releasing the loneliness.
Processing and releasing the need to run away.
Processing and releasing the need to run away.
Processing and releasing the guilt.
Processing and releasing the guilt.
Processing and releasing the guilt in me.
Processing and releasing the guilt in me
and in him.
and in him.
No wonder I don't like to leave my parents.
No wonder I don't like to leave my parents
while they're sick.
while they are sick.
Because in that lifetime I ran away.
Because in their lifetime I ran away.
And I felt guilty.
And I felt guilty.
Giving myself permission to not have to stay with them all the time.
Giving myself permission to not have to stay with them all the time.
Out of guilt for not being able to help my children in that lifetime.
Out of guilt for not being able to help my children in their lifetime.
No wonder I feel like I have to care for my parents.
No wonder I feel like I have to care for my parents.
That feeling that I'm running away from my life.
That feeling that I'm running away from my life.
That I'm wasting my life.
That I'm wasting my life.
Thanking my guides and higher self for the learning and the lesson.
Thanking my guides for my higher self and learning and the lesson.
Taking this learning and higher lesson back to that me then.
Taking this learning and higher lesson back to the me then.
Allowing him to live a full life.
Allowing him to live a full life.
And to find love again.
And to find love again.
And to live a full life.
And to live a full life.
And bringing that learning and lesson forward to me now.
And bringing that lesson and learning forward to me now.
Releasing the guilt.
Releasing the guilt.
I don't have to care for my sick parents all the time.
I don't have to care for my sick parents all the time.
Out of guilt that I couldn't help my children in that life.
Out of guilt that I couldn't help my children in that life.
I forgive myself for feeling guilty.
I forgive myself for feeling guilty.
It was all a contracted agreement.
It was all a contracted agreement.
And I choose to live a full life.
I choose to live a full life.
In honour of the agreement that they made with me back then.
In honour of the agreement they made with me back then.
In honour of the agreement they've made with me in this life.
In honour of the agreement they made with me in this life.
They don't want to see me doing what they did.
They don't want to see me doing what they did.
When they looked after their parents.
When they looked after their parents.
Maybe I can give myself permission.
Maybe I can give myself permission.
To live the full life that they want me to live.
To live the full life that they want me to.
Choosing not to waste my life.
Choosing not to waste my life.
Not to feel guilty.
Not to feel guilty.
Not to feel lonely.
Not to feel lonely.
Choosing to step through that.
Choosing to step through that.
In honour of those souls that were helping me with that lesson.
In honour of those souls that were helping me with that lesson.
I choose to live a fulfilling life.
I choose to live a fulfilling life.
And I thank the souls that helped me with that lesson.
I thank the souls that helped me with that lesson.
And continue to help me in this life.
And continue to help me in this life.
I deserve to live a full life.
I deserve to live a full life.
And I thank my guides and masters.
I thank my guides and masters.
My higher self.
And my higher self.
For the higher learning.
For the higher learning.
Not to waste another life.
To waste another life.
Not to run away.
Not to run away.
Not to run away from my own life.
Not to run away from my own life.
It's time for me to live a fulfilling life.
It's time for me to live a fulfilling life.
I choose to live a fulfilling life.
I choose to live a fulfilling life.
Just because those souls died in that time.
Just because those souls died at that time.
In a contracted agreement for me.
In a contracted agreement for me.
Doesn't mean I won't find love and family in this life.
It doesn't mean I won't find love and family in this life.
I choose to step through the lesson to find that.
I choose to step through the lesson to find that.
And I thank the higher learning.
I thank the higher learning.
And I choose to take it on.
I choose to take it on.
So how does that feel?
Better.
So when you tune into him back then now, how does that feel for him? Having stepped through that learning and the lesson, connected with his guides, not running away.
Seems like the guilt is less.
Mm-hmm. Good. So when you say less, what is it out of 10?
Probably about 3.
Good.
It's quite a bit less.
That's probably a normal amount for most people, whereas you probably had it at a 10 before that. Yep. So you see how the relevance of it there is relevant to you now, especially as those two souls were the souls of your parents now.
I do.
Good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Well processed. Well done.